Redditors who have cut family members off from their lives, what was the final straw for you? My father is a dope addict and a narcissist. My whole childhood had him rarely playing a significant role, and when I did see him, he had every excuse as to why. As I got a little older, I started to second-guess the context of earlier events and hear him repeat self-serving lies to people that I knew weren't true. Then he started getting incarcerated. His disappearing for a weekend or even a week at a time was one thing, but his spending weeks or months in rehab or prison was a whole different thing. My mother finally kicked him to the curb, and any of the times I bothered to be around him after that, my mother never discouraged a relationship with him or said a bad word about him. Despite having more than enough reason to, he always tried to act more like a friend than a parent. One of the last times he got arrested and went to prison was for a period of months. I didn't talk to him for a stretch, and then when I did again, I told him that if he ever touched another dope, then we were done. He would no longer be my father or have any place in my life. Fast forward a few years and I was just laid off from a job I really enjoyed. I had just walked into my apartment and was basically in tears, knowing I had to tell my roommate that I lost my job and had no idea where my rent was going to come from in 10 days. Then I get a phone call from my sister to say that the asshat had gotten arrested and was going away for 7 years. He had let me down my whole life. He had made his addiction everyone else's fault. He badmouthed his friends, his family, my mother, her family, and everybody. He missed every memorable and important event from my childhood. He never paid a cent of child support, so I grew up poor with a single mother trying to pay for herself and 3 kids. He even, at least, once took some of my stuff and sold it, presumably for dope money. I had overlooked, or at least accepted, all of that. But that news and that gut punch of disappointment on what was already a very bad day were just too much. I told her I didn't care and to let him know not to contact me when he got out. Unfortunately, he did eventually get out. I sincerely hoped he would just die in prison so he could stop hurting and disappointing my siblings, and has since gotten all kinds of people to feel sorry for him through a mix of his annoyingly effective charisma and also an abundance of lies, but I've held firm in not saying a word to him. He's tried sending me letters and everyone was tossed in a bonfire unopened. He's tried having relatives pass me messages from him, but I informed them quickly that anyone acting as his mouthpiece will get cut from my life as well. And honestly, it feels great. People always say dumb crap like, but he's still your father. You only get one, or you should forgive him for your own sake, but that's all horse crap. The thing I did for my sake was remove the toxic person. It was 100% the right move, and my only regret is that I didn't do it much sooner and save some of the extra heartaches. And yeah, you do only get one father. You also only get one gallbladder. And if it starts to become toxic and dangerous to your health, they cut the crap out of your body so you can continue living a healthy and happy life.